Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're taking a process that usually brings out a collective groan, dealing with the Texas Department of Public Safety bureaucracy, and we're transforming it into a simple, actionable checklist. If you want to keep your driving privileges without the typical stress, you are definitely in for a highly focused, step-by-step breakdown. Let's get into it. First things first, take a quick second and think about it. Is your Texas driver license expiring soon? If you answered yes, you are exactly in the right place, because literally nobody wants the absolute headache of showing up to the DPS totally unprepared. We're going to make sure you have exactly what you need, right when you need it, so you can avoid the hassle of being turned away at the counter after waiting in one of those notoriously long lines. All right, here is our roadmap for today. We'll quickly cover when and who can renew, how to actually go about renewing it, the documents you absolutely must have, a step-by-step look at the process, and finally, what to expect post-renewal. Section 1, when and who can renew. Let's take a look at your eligibility. You actually have a surprisingly massive window of opportunity here. You can renew up to 2 full years before your license officially expires. That's a ton of leeway. But hey, life happens, right? So even if you completely miss that expiration date, you still have up to 2 years after it expires to get it done in what they call the late renewal window. This is all subject to specific rules set by the Texas DPS, of course, but man, it gives you plenty of time to act. So what's the crucial takeaway? Basically, as long as you fall within this huge 4-year window, 2 years before or 2 years after, and you meet the baseline DPS requirements, your driving privileges are safe. You just have to ensure you're actually maintaining those basic requirements to keep your license totally valid. Section 2, how to renew. Let's explore the options you have available. The DPS basically offers 2 main pathways. First up, online renewal. This is incredibly convenient because you get to bypass the waiting room entirely. But you can only use this route if you meet their specific eligibility criteria for remote processing. If you don't, then in-person renewal is your standard route. And yes, that requires scheduling a physical visit to a local Texas DPS office. Now, there is technically a third option, renewing by mail. But there's a major catch here. You can only take this path if the DPS explicitly sends you an invitation to do so. You can't just decide to mail in your paperwork unprompted. It doesn't work like that. If they want you to renew by mail, trust me, they'll let you know. Moving on to Section 3, Required Documents. It is time to gather your arsenal. Listen, before you even think about driving to the DPS, you need to have these documents ready. You'll need proof of identity, your social security document, solid proof of Texas residency, and your current license. Oh, and non-U.S. citizens will also need valid immigration documents. Missing even one of these, it pretty much guarantees you'll be sent packing, and that is incredibly frustrating after you've already taken time out of your busy day. Here's a vital tip straight from the DPS. Bring the original documents. Photocopies are not going to cut it. Also, take a minute to double-check that your name and personal info perfectly match across every single page. If there are weird discrepancies, you risk being turned away and having to start this whole crazy process over from scratch. Consistency is literally your best friend right now. Section 4, the step-by-step renewal process. Let's chart out your exact path to renewal. We've taken the state's many micro-steps and boiled them down into 5 incredibly clear actions. Step 1, you start by prepping your original documents and checking your eligibility. Step 2, you complete the application and, if required, head over to the DPS. Step 3 is submitting your documents and, taking a new photo if they need one. Next, you pay the renewal fee, and in return, they hand you a temporary paper license. Finally, Step 5 is just waiting to receive your shiny new license in the mail. Boom, seamless, from prep to mailbox. I cannot stress this enough. Please update your address with the DPS before you begin this process. That final step relies entirely on the U.S. Postal Service. So if your address is wrong, your new plastic license is going to someone else's house. And as a golden rule, always try to get this whole process knocked out before your current license hits its expiration date. Section 5, Post-Renewal and FAQs. Let's cover what to expect after you pay that fee. 2 to 3. That's the magic number of weeks you will typically have to wait for your permanent, hard plastic driver license to be processed, shipped, and ultimately delivered right to your mailbox. Obviously, processing times can occasionally fluctuate, but this 2 to 3 week window is the standard expectation set by the state. When that envelope finally does arrive, most renewed Texas licenses will be Real ID compliant. You'll know it is because it's signified by a little gold star in the upper right corner. It's a key security feature and definitely something you'll want to verify once you finally have the card in your hands. Now, you might be wondering, can I actually drive while I'm waiting for that physical card to show up? I mean, if your old card is expired or you had to surrender it, are you just stuck at home for 3 weeks?
The good news is, yes, you can absolutely keep driving. Remember our 5-step process? The DPS actually hands you a valid temporary paper license right at step 4. As long as you keep that piece of paper with you in the car, you're legally cleared to drive immediately while the permanent card is being manufactured. And that brings us to a really common misconception. A lot of people assume that if they endure the physical line at the DPS office, they'll be handed their actual plastic card right then and there. But the answer is a hard no. You will never walk out of that building with your hard plastic card on the same day. All permanent cards are centrally processed somewhere else and securely mailed to you. That's exactly why keeping that address updated is absolutely critical to this entire system working the way it should. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a quick thought. If you were pulled over tomorrow, would your current license hold up? Or are you already creeping into that 2-year renewal window? Seriously, check your wallet right now, because navigating the steps we just talked about is a whole lot easier than navigating a ticket for an expired license. Drive safe out there.